So it's the season to feel jolly, but you don't feel so jolly, especially in this time of festivities. You might feel more alone than usual. You might feel an emptiness that you don't want to admit to. Let's look at why you have these emotions, these feelings of emptiness, why it is and what to do about it. So stay till the end, because I'm going to give you a tool that will help you immensely to move from this feeling of emptiness. My name is Gerda Low, Muse Mystic and Master Manifestor, and I'm dedicated to bring you guidance and knowledge so that you can create the life that you truly desire. I'm certain that everyone in their life struggle with unwanted feelings and emotions, and many struggle with a feeling of emptiness, as if there's something missing, and then they want to run away from it. There are different behaviors from people who want to run away from this feeling. It can be overeating, can be alcohol, sex, drugs, intense exercise, shopping, anything to distract from this feeling of incompleteness. So we have human needs, and we have to know that having these human needs are totally normal. There's nothing wrong with it. So there are these basic needs. There are the need for love and connection, the need for security, for variety, the need for significance, for certainty, the need for growth and contribution. These are basic human needs. If you experience them, you are human. That's the first thing to know, that if you have these needs, there's nothing wrong with it. But I think one of the most crucial needs that people feel are unmet is the need for love and connection. As things happen to us, as children or as we grow up or in later stages of our life, we experience certain emotions about things that happen, and then if they hurt us, if we feel hurt, if these emotions are painful, we ignore them, we suppress them. It's like we become shattered, that piece of us are ignored. We don't want to acknowledge that. But it goes deeper than that. It's very difficult for most people to acknowledge their emotions, be it positive emotions or negative emotions, being sad, being lonely. So what can we do about it? When we suppress our emotions, when something happens to us that is painful, like I've said already, we run away from it. And in the process, we suppress the emotion itself. So we have not only a physical body, but we also have our emotional body. And that's the one that carries the feelings. The way we experience things till the age of 8 is through our feelings. We have no cognitive memory of things before the age of 8. It's more emotional. And often it is in this stage where things happen that we carry with us. If you want to change something, when I say change something, it immediately in your mind there will be a reaction of, but there's nothing wrong. There will be resistance. That is just how as humans work. So we have to bypass that. We don't want to change or fix something. We want to be present with all our emotions. We want to be fully with ourselves so that we can face everything and integrate it. So it's a process of integration and not of fixing. This feeling of emptiness and loneliness is because of all the emotions that are unresolved, that we carry in our emotional body, our feelings that we do not recognize or are afraid to face. There is nothing to be afraid of. You must trust yourself. You must trust that you are actually able to fully accept and feel those feelings, so that you can change it, so that you won't be triggered, so that you won't have this feeling of incompleteness, because you will, what it means when you integrate these things that happen to you, these feelings, you become whole, you become one. And when that happens, you can also then move outwards and make space for other people to connect with you, because you are then fully whole. Because if you try to connect with others to fill that space that you feel, you will be disappointed. So while it is essential and wonderful to love ourselves, it requires more than just love. It requires integration. So the process I'm going to give you will help you to face these feelings and to make them part of you, so that you can become fully present. I'm going to give you this exercise. It's something that you can do when you have time, every time you feel triggered, but you should at least do it for 20 minutes a day in any case. This will give you time to be present, fully present with yourself and with that emotional or feeling body of yours. This is a process that is totally natural. It's a process in which your consciousness will lead you to the answers and to healing or to integration. So what you do is you sit quietly, close your eyes and take deep breaths or in and out through the nose. You don't force it. The in breath should be a deep breath and the out should be like a release. Then when you feel that you are now centered, ask yourself about the feeling that you have. Ask yourself, how do I feel? But don't cognitively try to get an answer. Your own being will give you the answer. And if it does not come, just sit with that. Take your time, nobody rushes you. When something comes up, when you get an answer, when you realize how you're feeling, then ask yourself, when did I last feel like this? And then just keep on breathing, relax, and something will come to you. It's like a river flowing. You will get an answer. When did I last experience this emotion? Then when you have that answer, now ask yourself, when was the first time that I experienced this? And see if there's something coming up. If there is no answer coming up, just feel that feeling, how it feels to you. Experience that because it might be something that happened in the early stages of your life. Even in utero it could have happened that you have these emotions. So you can ask me now, what do I do when I feel it? Firstly, you have to feel these emotions, because that means you're present, fully present with yourself. So now when you can identify this feeling, even if you couldn't cognitively at that age put the two together, you might now see this feeling was when a certain thing happened. Say your parents was not there, they left you alone, so you had this immediate feeling of abandonment. So what you then do, and I talk about this in some of my previous videos about healing your inner child or meeting your inner child, you can now change the memory. So what you do is you take that memory that was painful, that caused the negative emotion later, that you carry through your life, and you change the memory into a scenario that you would have liked it to be, either in the way you were supported or the thing that happened. Or you can even now talk to that child and reparent the child, giving the child what he or she was not given at that time. You can talk to them and tell them then that you are there, they don't have to worry, or whatever the need was, fulfill it for yourself. Because remember, time doesn't really exist. Everything happens at once. So the memory, changing that memory, will have an enormous effect on the now, on you, how you experience everything now. So you can repeat this every time there's some emotion you feel that is triggering, or any emotion that you want to explore. Do this, and in this way you will integrate all the emotions. You will become whole. And when you're whole, that feeling of lack, that feeling of incompleteness, of loneliness, of even unworthiness will be gone. That does not mean that you have to fulfill all your needs for yourself, but you will be able to attract things then into your life from a place of wholeness. So it will be easier to attract things like abundance of love, like other people, if you feel a need for connection, variety. You will be able to fulfill that need by attracting variety into your life, a variety of beautiful experiences, because you will attract from this point of wholeness, from this place of being fully present in yourself. So that is the space from which you then manifest everything that you want. We should not shy away from our own emotions, but we should not also use that as a crutch, because sometimes when we are in a certain situation, it is because we are getting something from it. We are getting something from running away, being busy. But that is temporary. Self-destructive behavior like addictions are this emotional body of yours that are incomplete, that are feeling that lack of wholeness. It is shattered, it is broken. But it does not mean that you are broken. These are just energy. These are just emotions. And you must see it like almost like an adventure to become fully yourself. Be brave, face these emotions. And then you will have this beautiful experience of life in its fullest. That is my wish for you. So if you found value in anything I said in this video, please like and subscribe. If you have not yet, I will really appreciate it. I'm sending you infinite love till I speak to you again in the next video. Goodbye.